Children, I, Savita Sharma, is going to introduce you a new topic from chapter number 2, microorganisms. And the topic name is bacteria. So let's start. This is the structure of a bacterium cell. But before explaining the structure of bacterium cell, you should know what are bacteria. So, what are bacteria? Bacteria is the plural form and bacterium is the singular form. So bacteria are unicellular prokaryotic organisms. Now the question arises, what is the meaning of unicellular? Uni means single. What is the meaning of uni? Uni means single and cellular means cell. So bacteria are made up of single cell. Okay. Now, what do you mean by prokaryotic? Pro means before, or we can say primitive form of an organism. And karyon means nut or kernel, or we can say nucleus. So, bacteria are unicellular prokaryotic organism. Means they do not have a true nucleus. Bacteria do not have true nucleus or membrane bound nucleus and cell organelles. So we can say bacteria are classified as prokaryotic, which are single celled organisms with simple internal structure. Or in simple words, we can say it is a primitive type of cell characterized by the absence of membrane bound organelles and nucleus. Now, the next point is habitat. What do you mean by habitat? A place where an organism lives, known as its habitat. So the question is, where are bacteria found? Well, bacteria are found in all mediums. Yes, bacteria are found in all mediums. They occur in water, soil, air, and all natural environment. Or we can say bacteria present everywhere. They grow well on dead and decaying matter. As I told you before, bacteria decompose the dead animals and plants, and these dead bodies or organic matter provide nutrients to the plants after decomposing. One more interesting fact about bacteria, that is, they also live inside human alimentary canal. Yes, some bacteria are found even inside the human body. Your large intestine is not just made up of cell. It is an ecosystem and home to trillions of bacteria known as gut flora. But don't worry, most of these bacteria are helpful. So, I hope you came to know that bacteria are found everywhere, means they are omnipresent. Okay, so what do you mean by omnipresent? Bacteria are found or present everywhere. So collectively we can say they are omnipresent. Now we will discuss size of bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular organism with a cell wall. They do not have any nucleus. Each bacterial cell can exist singly, but some bacteria occur as a chain or as a group of cells. The size of the bacteria varies from 0.2 micron to 100 micron. Means bacteria are available between this range. The method of measuring size of bacteria is called micrometry. Okay, so the method of measuring bacteria size is known as micrometry. 1 micron is equal to 1,000th part of a millimeter. The smallest bacteria is a rod-shaped bacteria measuring 0.15 micron in length and 0.15 micron in diameter. Now, the next topic is shape of bacteria. Bacteria are found in three different shapes. Hence, they are classified into the three types such as spherical shaped bacteria, spiral shaped bacteria, and rod shaped bacteria. So, we will discuss them one by one. First is spherical shaped bacteria. The shape of cell appear like a ball. The shape of cell appear like a ball. So it is known as coccus. Singular form is coccus and plural form is cocci. For example, micrococcus and streptococcus. You can see in the picture also the shape is like a ball. So, such type of bacteria are known as cocci. Now the next type is spiral shaped bacteria. The shape of cell with curves and coils. Yes, these bacteria are spiral shaped, means these bacteria are coiled in shape. So it is known as spirillum. For example, Treponema. You can see in the picture also the shape of bacteria is curved. The shape of bacteria is curved. Now the next type is rod-shaped bacteria. The shape of the bacteria or cell appears cylindrical. Okay? The shape of cell appears cylindrical, so it is called bacillus. So bacilli is the plural form. Bacilli are rod-shaped bacteria having one or more flagella. For example, lactobacillus. As the picture shows, the shape of bacteria is cylindrical. Okay. Now the next point is food for bacteria, or we can say mode of nutrition. Based on their mode of nutrition, the bacteria may be divided into two groups such as autotrophs and heterotrophs. Auto means self and trophs means food. So bacteria which can prepare their own food are in this category. These bacteria can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. But on other hand, heterotrophs, hetero means depending on other and trophs means food. So these bacteria cannot prepare their own food. They depend on others. Heterotrophic bacteria may be parasitic and saprophytic. The parasitic bacteria get food from other living organisms, whereas the saprophytic bacteria get their food from dead and decaying animals and plants. Now some more terms related to this topic. Photoautotrophs. This word consists of two words, photo and autotrophs. Photo means light. So these bacteria use light energy to make carbon compound or their food. For example, cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is a photosynthetic bacteria, a blue-green algae type. So here I wrote this word by using two color, green and blue color, cyanobacteria. Okay. Now second is chemoautotrophs. This word also consists of two words, chemo and autotrophs. Chemo means chemicals. So these bacteria use chemicals like ammonia and hydrogen sulfide to make food. For example, nitrogen fixing bacteria. Now, the last term is photoheterotrophs. These bacteria consume other organisms and can use light energy. For example, rhodobacter. Now, the next topic is reproduction in bacteria, or the mode of reproduction in bacteria. Bacteria reproduce asexually as well as sexually. We will discuss them one by one. Bacteria reproduce asexually by binary fission. Now, what is the meaning of binary fission? Binary means 2. Okay, what is the meaning of binary? 2. And fission means halves. When a parent cell splits into 2 daughter cells or 2 equal halves. Okay, during the process, a bacterium divides into 2 identical cells under favorable condition. These new identical cells are called daughter cell. Daughter cells have genetic material. As the picture shows that the parent cell has single DNA. After some time, the DNA is copied and each DNA moves to opposite side of the cell. Okay, each DNA moves to the opposite side of the cell. After some time, a barrier forms in the center of the cell. Okay, after some time, a barrier, or we can say groove, forms in the center of the cell. Separation of the 2 cells begins. Okay, and after some time, 2 identical independent cells or daughter cells are formed. So this is called asexual reproduction by binary fission. Now the other mode of reproduction is sexual reproduction. It occurs in the form of genetic recombination. What is the meaning of genetic recombination? Transfer of genetic material or DNA from one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell by recombining. And there are three methods of genetic recombination: transformation, conjugation, and transduction. First, we will discuss transformation. In transformation, the DNA from one donor cell initiates some changes in recipient cell. Okay? In transformation, DNA from one donor cell initiates some changes in recipient cell. And in conjugation, this is also known as cell-to-cell union. Okay? Cell-to-cell union occurs between 2 bacterial cells. Okay? It occurs between 2 bacterial cells. And genetic material of one bacterial cell goes to another bacterial cell through a conjugation tube. Okay? Genetic material from one bacterial cell goes to another bacterial cell through a tube-like structure. Okay? Now the third type is transduction. Okay? In this type also, the genetic material from one bacterial cell goes to another bacterial cell through agency or mediator or phases. Okay?